What is going on, people? I want to go ahead and talk about the newest familiar that I finally maxed out as far as their skill, and let me go ahead and take you up to it. This one right here, Snow Beast, and specifically Seasoned Courier. Now at maxed, it increases supply capacity by 300% for 60 minutes, and the cooldown time is really only 8 hours, so there's a lot of things that I want to cover. But first of all, the cooldown time only being 8 hours is amazing. That means that if you are a hyper, whether it's ore, stone, whatever, you'll be able to pretty much just send all that you can make just with one card, which is amazing. Now, let me go ahead and show you exactly how it all works, because essentially you can use it up to 3 times a day. And if there is an event coming up, like for instance either KVK or Baron, Emperor, etc., you can make sure that you will have it ready in order to help your guild out. So I'm gonna go ahead and just show you right here, and before I do, let me actually go over to my speed gear. There we go. So let's say I'm gonna be sending resources to the bank normally, right? So I'll be sending ore, and as you can tell right there, I can send 7 million at a time. Now in most banks, that's probably what you're going to be sending, about 7 million at a time. So if I was to send, or if I'm trying to send, I want to say the 30 million, I'd have to send about 4 cards at once. Now I can go ahead and pop this right here. So I'll go over here, and there it is, level 10 Seasoned Courier, and I'll go ahead and use it. Boom, it goes on cooldown for 8 hours, but now for an hour my supply capacity is increased by 300%. Now I want you to take a look at my ore. I want you to take a look at my gold. 32 million, 33 million, right? So now, instead of sending 7 million at a time, take a look at this. 7, 10, 15, 20, all the way up to 28 million at a time. Now think about that. That means that you can go ahead and give out resources 4 times quicker than you normally would. Now, if you're somebody that handles a bank, you know that when you're rallying somebody, or whenever it's like, wow, you know, the fort battles, the base battles, etc., distributing resources can take so long and can be such a tedious thing. But if you push your bank in order to get this maxed out, you can be so much more ahead of the game, and that's actually what we're going to be doing with our bank. Our bank is getting very, very close to familiar tier 4, which is where you can actually find this. So let me go ahead and send out the gold. So there you go, 2 cards, and I sent pretty much all I needed to send, the ore and the gold. So now that I did that, I'll just go ahead and put my ore hyper back on, and we're good to go. By the way, if you're wondering how much I can make an hour, right now I'm at 3.9 million an hour. So if you do the math, that's basically, I'm producing about 100 million ore a day. And since 30 million, I think the max is what, 33 million? That means that every time I get full, I can go ahead and use this courier in order to send to the bank, and that's all you have to worry about. That's it. Now if there is an event coming up, then you definitely want to make sure that it's not on cooldown, but overall, like, it's really, really good. The other good thing about this is that if you go over here to the packs, you go over to pack 4, and there it is, Snow Beast. So like I said, if you have a bank and your bank isn't like a really small account and it's like decently grown, maybe 70, 80 million or above, definitely try to have your guild help push the bank to these this stage 4, and you make sure that you get to pack 4, because eventually what's going to happen is the whole guild is going to benefit from it. So one way that you can actually make this happen is you can ask your guild to just donate a 24-hour speed up to the bank a day, you know, something along those lines, if your bank doesn't already have the means to go ahead and get pushed all the way up to pack 4. And then once you do get to pack 4, instead of regular speed ups, you can start asking for the merging speed ups in order to help you get the packs necessary to max it out. But if you are a bank, or you have a bank account that does not have this maxed out, it should probably be one of your main priorities in order to be a more successful bank. And plus, I mean, it just makes your life so much easier. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I have been asked how I'm able to send so much resource at once. So it seems like a lot of people didn't know this already. So hopefully you guys see it and you can decide for yourself if it's something you want for your main account or your bank, etc. But yeah, appreciate you guys for watching, and until later. Bye! Our main guild and the BTA family is recruiting, so make sure you follow this information to apply.